Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about PayPal. Now, you know what PayPal is. Everybody has a PayPal. Even if they don't use PayPal, people just have a PayPal account. So PayPal is another payment processing company that has been doing very well. And just like I talked on about the video with Square owning Cash App, PayPal owns Venmo, another popular app. But as always, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to stick around. On this channel, we talk about money, investments, we talk about finance. We love to talk about how you can succeed, whether you have money or if you don't have a lot of money. Also, as well, don't be afraid to check out the description and check out the links within the description if you're looking to invest, or maybe looking for some resources to help you learn how to invest or even learn how to trade. Check out the links below. They are affiliate links and they do help to support this channel. All right, guys, so let's get back to PayPal. So now everybody has a PayPal. Now here's the funny thing. So let's look at Square and PayPal and then Cash App and then Venmo. Now Cash App is more popular than Venmo, and of course Cash Apps have way more downloads than Venmo has. And then you have Square and then you have PayPal, where most people have used PayPal because it's more personable, just like a Square Venmo. But it's like most people have a PayPal, so they're more accustomed to that than they are to Square. So they both have their pros of who's better, but they're basically competitors, along with companies like Intuit and your Google Wallets and your Apple Pays and all these other different online processing methods. But these particular and these two arenas are by far the most popular. And so PayPal, that's actually one of my investments as well. And I remember when they actually came into the market and I was teetering back and forth if I should invest in them or not. And at the time when I was looking to start investing, they were actually around $30 or $40 a share. And so now you've seen that they've came up significantly. Well, once again, with the way things are and with the way things have happened, PayPal is also positioned for the digital space of where you can now send money, or if you have a business and you want to get paid for that business, you can create invoices and different things like that where people can actually pay you. So it's a free thing to sign up for, which a lot of these merchant processors have. But PayPal is one of the first that everybody just like Cash App, everybody was like, well, you got a PayPal, can you got a PayPal account? It used to be like a real conversation, just like Cash App. But one of the things with PayPal is that, like I said, it's very essential for businesses, so people are able to collect money and things like that, especially if they're creating digital products. They have things you can integrate within their software, and even more different tools that they offer to the individual, whether it's a personal account or if it's a business account. Now, some interesting things to know about PayPal is that at one point PayPal used to be owned by eBay. And if you know the story about it, then you know that PayPal was created by Elon Musk. So the guy that created Tesla actually created PayPal, then sold PayPal, and that's how he was able to accumulate a lot more money to go into his next venture. Now, if you don't know what one of his next ventures was, it was actually Tesla. So that's a little short story of the back end of how PayPal and what happened with that. Now PayPal and eBay, they've separated far as companies, and eBay no longer is the parent company for PayPal. They're both separate, totally separate companies. However, eBay and PayPal still do a significant amount of business together. So if you go on eBay, you're looking to buy something, the first thing that it asks you is would you like to pay? And normally it goes into PayPal. So most people have to use PayPal, or everybody uses PayPal in order to do those money transactions through eBay. So what does that mean? That means that's instant money for PayPal, just like that. Now, PayPal is also in that same peer-to-peer, money sending space. Venmo. Now, I have both. I haven't really used Venmo, as much as I've used Cash App. In fact, I think my Venmo just has a little bit of money just sitting in it for whatever reason. But it's a little bit more of a more social type of thing where it kind of can show that oh, John Doe sent money here, or John Doe received money there, stuff like that. If people don't mind people seeing that they're using it or whatever, I guess it's to help encourage people to use it. Honestly, didn't really make much sense to me, but it's there. So you do have a lot of people that do use Venmo. And so when you're in that peer-to-peer space like that, especially with money sharing, that stuff isn't going to end. And that's pretty much have been the preferred way that a lot of people have preferred their money to be sent. So let's say if you have a friend that does you a favor or they're going to help you fix something or do something, And, it's just like, well, just cash at me this, or, whatever the case is. It's become a form of payment that people have taken. Now, if you're in business, yeah, I think it's cool that you do have a cash app, because some people, they prefer it. Now, of course, you should have more things set up, like having like your Square, Stripe, or your PayPal accounts and things like that are more, I guess you could say, sophisticated, where you can have your invoices and things like that a little bit more professional. But one of the things in being business for myself, I have learned that, like, I've had to create invoices and then send them to some different, people, especially dealing with someone that's individual or some type of individual entity of some sort, like where, there may not be a big corporation. I've had to create like an invoice and then send them the invoice, knowing that they wanted to just cash at me or Venmo me the money, because that was something that they use personally. So it's kind of got all intertwined. So it's become one of those things that people are just using, day in and day out. So which is better? Well, I don't think neither is better. I think it's just more so like they're both within that space, and they have different things that they own or they're a part of that may be doing better than, the next. Now, PayPal themselves, they actually own other companies as well, like Zoom, like XOOM, not ZOOM, but XOOM. And then you have companies like Honey. Now, if you don't know what Honey is basically like this money saving, like online internet extension, like web-based extension that you put on where, you're looking to buy something, and then Honey may search and find all the coupons and things like that for it. Well, PayPal is a company that actually owns that. So they're another company that are pretty much highly diversified, and they're taking advantage of their space by digging deeper, just like Square has and other online companies like Intuit. When Intuit owns different companies, which, I guess I'll have to do a video about that, but they've been able to dig into different spaces within their realm that still supports, what they do. So PayPal is self-explanatory, and one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about that, and even like Square, and just within this money processing, this credit card processing and merchant processing space, is because these are things that we see every single day. Every single day we see these things. Every single day somebody's using it, or we may be using it every single day. And one of the things that I always talk about is, like, when you're investing in stocks and you're trying to be a better investor, a lot of times before you look for the far off and things that you don't understand and the extravagant and all these different extremely, ultra technical stuff that you just can't really grasp, you can also find investments with right in front of your face. Literally everything that we're a part of, we contribute to its financial success. Like, you're watching YouTube, there's ads that run on it. YouTube's owned by Google. Like, you can go on and on down the trail. So one of the reasons I want to do this is because these are things that we see every single day. But a lot of times people don't know that they could actually, put some money in and have not just like make money from it, but they have a small ownership in it. That's what investing is. You have an ownership within a company. And companies like these are a lot more, I guess you could say, stable and a lot more easier to understand than a lot of the other companies, especially a lot of SPACs, technical companies that we see coming out. You see a lot of videos about those. But don't forget that it's okay to come back and look at some companies that may not necessarily be a SPAC, or that might not be like all this hype around it, but they're just a good company. So you can invest, and when you invest, you're going to see your money go up and down. But it doesn't mean that at the end of it all, you need to lose money. So there's a difference between, throwing money in the stock market, being an investor, or being a very sound investor. And on this channel, we're looking to be the best investors that we can be, right? All right. Hey, so talk to me. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and love to hear like any analytical, components that you've taken out of this message is reference to, anything that we've talked about. All right, guys, y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Y'all have a good one. Peace.